My name is Miroslav Lucan, and I am an artist, designer and illustrator specializing in mainly street style illustration.
I'm Sarah McQuilkin. I'm a freelance illustrator, focusing mainly in children's book illustration.
My name's Saeed Rashid. I'm a photographer. I work on land with photography and underwater. I think I've just got one of those brains that I constantly look for images. Whether I've got my camera in my hands or not, I'm always looking around, so I look up there, wherever, and I'm always visualising a picture, and I just want to capture it wherever I am, and that always motivates me.
I think any creative is motivated by enjoyment, really. I think all creators do what they do because they enjoy what they're doing.
I like to show people the world I see, and that's what motivates me. I like to make them think and make them think more and deeper about stuff around them. Copyright is a good thing. Copyright law is a good thing. It protects my work. It's putting some limits on me as an artist, especially when creating new work, because I'm trying to be original by not copying anyone else's work. And that's a good thing, because that also means my work is more and more original every time.
Copyright for me means protecting the creator's artwork so that you can get paid for it.
Copyright means the ability for me to keep ownership of my own work, for me to actually have my work and to know somebody, know that somebody may not make a lot of money out of it without contacting me first.
No, I mean, I use reference photos sometimes, but they're usually photos that I've taken myself, because I think your work becomes more original if you use, everything from your own original source.
In my case, I'm changing the medium. I'm taking a photograph, someone else's photograph, and turning that into a drawing or a painting, which is totally different in terms of medium and style.
I look at my peers and the photographers around me and try and see what they're doing and then build that into my own work. So if a new photographer is captured something in a new way, I will then try and build that into what I do.
I'm happy for other people to use my work as long as they ask for permission. Obviously, depending what's the purpose of them using my work.
I'm quite happy for other people to use my work, as long as they ask my permission. I think it's quite important for people to ask before they use someone's work.
With my work, with a lot of my work, I apply a Creative Commons license to a lot of my work, so I can put it out there and I freely let people use my imagery to create their own imagery, but as long as they then share that with somebody else. So the line between being inspired or copying somebody's work, as a photographer, that's really hard. I often copy people's work, but I also feel that I'm being inspired by them to then copy their work. So that's a line that's really sort of fluid, that moves up and down constantly. So it's really hard to define. It's
important to find the inspiration for your work and to find your own heroes in an art world. It's also important to make your work original.
I don't think there's actually such a thing as a truly, completely original piece of work, because you're always going to have elements of other people who have inspired you. But originality is a blend of all of those things rather than, a copy of one particular thing.
If I'm using someone else's work as a reference for my own, how far do I have to change the medium or change my work to be recognizable without breaching someone else's copyright?
If someone thinks that their copyright has been abused, is there any organisations that they can go to for help?
With the new orphaned work law that's coming in that allows people just to use work off the internet that's deemed to be orphaned, how does that work? Is there a procedure that someone would have to go through? How do you prove an image is orphaned?